So this one, according to the client, it has been 7 years since the last cleaning, professional cleaning. Whoever cleaned it last, we do not know. So it's definitely in need. So I pre-sprayed this one pretty good, but I can imagine there's going to be some areas such as this path here and the stairway that are going to be pretty beat down, not having been cleaned for 7 years. So we'll see what happens as far as the overall appearance, but that's a long time to wait in between professional cleanings, so I'm sure it's pretty well worn out in some areas here. So I treated it kind of heavily. I always listen to what the client is saying. You know, when they mention things like that, like, okay, it's been 7 years since it was last professionally cleaned. Just little keywords like, you know, phrases that, like that, let me know kind of what I need to do for pre-spray. So I boosted it with another product to help with grease and heavy soil. Because if I was just to come in with the regular pre-spray, just a light mix on this, I probably wouldn't get as good as results as I would by doing what I did today, by listening to what she was mentioning with the 7+ years since the last professional cleaning. And then I sprayed the traffic areas a little heavier, and as you can see, Adam is going slow with the CRB throughout pretty much all of it, with a little bit slower over where some stains were at. You get some agitation on that more than just popping right over it. So little things like that are always good to listen to, and the client gives you kind of some key phrases. Any information on stains that you can get is beneficial. Things like that just help you manage to do a better job. And also kind of tells you how long you think roughly you're going to have to spend on the job too. And kind of helps you understand where you need to set the expectations for the client. So he's going slow over the edge there because this little area is pretty well hit. Stairs, right?
Yep.
Fun stuff.
Oh yeah. Stairs actually aren't as bad as I thought they were with this, doing it the way that you do it. You know, just going up step per step.
Yeah. It's not so bad. It's just, yeah, being that that's a 35 or 40 pounds. Yeah. You just gotta always be bending with the legs.
Oh yeah.
So this is the first time I'm able to show you guys that we actually run the CRB on the steps for agitation. So I know there's other things I could be doing to make it probably a little bit easier on me, but like I just explained, I always make sure that we are lifting with our legs and not our back. And then using the CRB to scrub all the steps does make a difference. And I know you could get a a drill and a brush to do it. And it probably, you know, physically might be easier a little bit, but what I'm thinking is this is just quicker. CRB is already out for the rest of the carpet. I actually don't have to bend down with my back to scrub it with a drill. It's just being careful, and like you see there, just lifting with your legs and not your back, and you'll be fine. And then these stair tops get a nice, good scrubbing. And then of course the edges get cleaned separately. They're never, almost never I should say, anywhere near as bad as the tops, the risers, so it's not very necessary to have to scrub those as well. If they are, then I do those by hand, but it's very uncommon, for me at least, that they are required to get individual scrubbing. It's usually if there's a stain that's managed to get on it, then we'll do that, but otherwise what you see here is what I commonly do on every single job that's 2-story. And so we're only cleaning to the top of the stairway and then down here, so you're aware, and then we're Scotch guarding and raking it out. This is a brand new client, found me on Facebook, so I'm grateful for that. And he's just going to be scrubbing that first little foot or so of the top there, because that's all that was requested. And then that will be it. We'll start rinsing this out here shortly. Going back and doing the risers here shortly. Read my mind. Thinking that one would need a little extra.
Yeah, the first couple are always hammered.
Yep. Alright, so as you can see, he's doing the tops, and then considering we're just doing a regular wand on it, don't have a stair wand at the moment, like to do the tops and then flip it and do the risers. And then a lot of times if they're in bad shape, we'll take the vacuum line off of it and get the edges in any areas we can't get that well. That way we dry these stairs out as quickly as possible. I know this is kind of a harder way to do it if you don't have a stair tool, but it makes a difference. It's pretty much the exact same thing I'd be doing with the stair tool. If you've seen them before, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, it's literally like a carpet wand that's about half the size. So it makes it a little easier to do on stairs. It'll be something I'll be getting, hopefully not too far along out, to keep on the van. for situations like this. But for now, I do the risers and then vacuum the steps and everything on our way back down, just so we make sure we've covered everything really well. But never had the chance to show you guys that before because I was always doing them myself. But yeah, that's that for this. We'll move on to the floor down here shortly. In this whole living room, I'm basically double wanding. Up, down 1, up, down 2. It's like I was talking about earlier, those key phrases you hear from people, how long it's been since it was last cleaned, how long stains have been present. Things like that will help you do a better job. So, being the 7+ years tells me I should double wand, because I still see dirt popping through as I'm rinsing on the second pass there. And then when I come back and vacuum, just dry pass, I'll pick up anything remaining there. Something you guys won't be able to see or notice, but I made an adjustment on my machine, something I didn't know how to do that's actually ended up being relatively easy. Is there's a gauge on the front of the machine that tells you how much basically suction you're getting, and I was able to increase it a bit because over a period of time sometimes it drops over normal use, so I increased it back up, and physically you can feel the difference as you're pulling the wand back cleaning. So what that's going to do is increase my dry times, but also make my cleaning passes more efficient. So I thought that was worth mentioning. So I don't know exactly how much time it will cut off drying, but I would imagine probably at least 30 minutes. Got something hardened into the carpet right here. Might need to get the carpet shark to break it up. In the little pouch that has all the spray bottles, in the front side there's little pockets. If you're on the passenger side, it should be the very first one in the front. There's a yellow little tool in there. It's got like little jagged edges on it. Can you grab that, please? We'll use that on here to break that up a little bit. After you heat it up, you can break it up a little bit and usually get it out with that tool. I believe I've shown you guys in a previous video, quite a few back, where I needed to use it. Alright guys, sorry about that. Got a business call and booked the job, so we can't complain with that. So as you can see, look at that transition. It's shaping up pretty nice. Let's see. Just gotta run the, you have that little tool. So when you're gentle, you got something like this, you use this tool. It's kind of known as the carpet shark, because you can see it's even got a little fin type deal on it. And a lot of times you can break it up and then come back to it and pick it all up. Sometimes it takes a little bit of work and patience. You just have to be careful of how hard you're pushing, because you don't want to break out a bunch of carpet fibers and create a different problem. So I'm not really pushing that hard. It's just repetitious agitation over the spot. Sorry about that. I just noticed the camera's pointing a little high. And then, so all the little stuff is basically broken out. A little bit left. Now I can have Adam come back over here and extract this out. And get it looking much better. Alright. When you're one more heated pass right over it. Alright, there you have it. Now it's all gone. There's another one? Okay. So we got two other little ones here. So sometimes heat's enough to dump it out, but it takes a minute. And now you're kind of flooding the carpet a little bit. You know, if you don't do enough dry strokes, you're going to end up with a spot that's going to stay damp for a longer period of time. But if you come over here and use this instead, you know, sometimes it is easier if you've heated this up a bit. But if you break this down, then the extraction tends to be a little easier. So I may need to have him heat this back up before I can get it all to pop out. So I'll have him do that, and then there's another small one here. Yeah, it instantly kind of broke up the carpet fibers that were sticking together. And one right here. So now that the carpet fibers aren't sticking together, it becomes a little easier to pull out. This one actually broke up a little bit quicker. But now that he's heating this up, heat it one more time, and then I'm going to try and break it up some more. See, there you go. We can see one little fiber popped out, so you got to be careful that you don't do any more than that. So that's why I'm not putting a lot of pressure. was able to peel that piece off because it was heated up. Now he can vacuum that up and be done with it. Now this is all broken up there, and that one's all broken up there, so he'll be able to get those out easier. So yeah, that's what we got so far, and you can see down here where we haven't really touched. This area wasn't as dirty as it is up there. When we started, that was pretty dark. But this area right here, as you can see, is a lot brighter. And it's a main traffic area, as you can see the difference there to there. So that's what we got going on at the first one. We got 2 more to do. having him do this little pathway right here, and I'm gonna run into the master bedroom and start cleaning. And then he's gonna finish up CRB in the living room area, trying to be efficient and keep things rolling nice and smooth. And as soon as he's done with that section, I'll be jumping over to the master, start to clean that area. So just wanted to show you guys, this is the second job of the day out of 3. This one's just a minimum service charge, not a whole lot of carpet to do. So just general soil from normal use. And you're seeing shadowing from this countertop here. You can tell the outline of the shadowing's the same as the countertops. So I'm gonna keep this rolling. So the client, when we requested these main open areas, she kind of shifted some furniture back so we can get a little further in. But otherwise, she was just wanting the main open traffic areas. And of course, when somebody says that, I always bleed further past into the sections they said not to worry about, because if there's a little something over there, then I want to make sure it's taken care of. Because really, she just wanted us to kind of go up this middle path here and do the inside of the living room and then the master bedroom hallway. And she said just the pathway in the master that leads to that bathroom, but ended up doing both sides of the bed because it just needs to be blended. You know, we measured it out about four days ago, and came obviously today to get it cleaned. So I measured based on what she exactly wanted, but like I said, I bled past those areas a little bit just to even it out some more, because I think that's just the right thing to do. It doesn't take much longer to do that, and then when she comes in and sees it when it's done, she'll probably be even happier that we went ahead and did that. So we got some crazy shadowing over here. The lights in the kitchen are the only things that are on. So you're gonna see that path there looking different than what it actually will be once it's all cleaned up. So you can see where some of the carpet 1 marks are at. One more job after this, kind of in the country area of Stockton, near Tracy, California. Haven't been to that job. Came in, oh gosh, was it yesterday? And knew we were going to be a little bit ahead of schedule today with the 2 that we already had. And we're about an hour and a half, probably ahead of what I was thinking originally. So I was able to add that one in for 3 total today. So 3 yesterday, 3 today. I believe we got 3 tomorrow. So Wednesday, and then same I think for Thursday, and then Friday is actually a request of mine that I used to get asked for when I worked at my previous company. They've been having me out for the past 7 or 8 years. Ever since they had me out once, they decided to request me every single time, every 6 months. Then when I started my business, I had mentioned to them that I was eventually going to get a carpet machine, and now they've had me out. I believe this will be the third time. We'll be going up there on Friday to do their carpet and 2 sofas, or a sofa and a love seat to be exact. So we've got quite the busy week, which is great. And then I'm trying to take this Saturday off, since I've been doing Saturdays for about 7 weeks in a row, I believe. if something good comes in, I'll probably take it, but if not, I'm trying to give myself a break. It's great to be busy, but it's also good to take a moment to relax and recharge. We'll show you guys the last room we got to do once he finishes that front area is just this small office. You see we got a little bit of kick out from the CRB coming in here. So there was a couple mats down, one in front of this desk and one in front of this desk. Looks like the carpet is in pretty good shape, so should blend just fine. So that's all we got left for this job. We're not Scotch guarding it. She didn't request that for this one. So once we're done cleaning it up, we'll be all set here, and then we'll be moving to that last one. If they are okay with me filming, you'll obviously see some more after this. So thanks you guys so much for watching. And then also, I was looking at the YouTube's analytics, and I noticed I think it was 51.8%. I'll put that in here right after this, so you guys could see 51, I believe, 0.8% of you that are watching are unsubscribed. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can see all the videos that I pump out here over time, so you can keep up to date with how everything's going. And I definitely appreciate all the support I get, so I'll show that right now. So there you have it, guys. That's the actual percentage. I was just trying to remember it off the top of my head, so I apologize if I'm off a little bit, but be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell to get notified of all new videos, and to also stay up to date with everything that I'm doing. And I try and like to talk about future plans here and there in some of the vlogs. And then of course you can see how Adam's doing and progressing, which I feel he's doing a great job. He's one of the hardest workers I've ever met, and great work ethic and all that. So I'm excited to have him as part of our team here at Black Diamond Services. So BDS crew, thank you. Alright guys, I'm going to show you my filter. So this is from the first two jobs. And then when we started on this one here, it slowed down the vacuum quite a bit. It's still working well, but not as good as it should be. So let's see what is behind door number 1. Oh yeah. Oh, there's my reason right there. Look, it's just got a little bit of a hole where the airflow is popping through, but otherwise we are full to where it needs to be changed out. And I'm gonna get myself a new bag here, a little filter bag, and get this back in order to start on finish up our last job of the day. So there you have it, guys. That's crazy. From the first two jobs, that's what we got. We're at the last one of the day. We've got 2 rooms of a couple pet spots that we've treated a while ago. And the best part about it, as far as them actually being there, is they're in the first 2 rooms in the house. So naturally, we generally always start in the furthest point in the home. So what this is allowing us to do is still continue down the same normal path of furthest point to the closest to the front door. So now we have the proper amount of dwell time without having to do any waiting or going to a different room to start out of the normal. So we got Unchained and some pure O2 that has been sitting on the spots. They're not excessively saturated pet urine spots, but nonetheless they are pet urine in the carpet. So 20-30 minutes of dwell time by the time we get to it, if not a little bit more, will do the trick. So 4 bedrooms total of carpet in the traffic areas. What I should show you guys is the sight glass. There's a little brown right there, but he's already gone over this spot once. So it's not super dark right there, but there you go, it's a little darker there. But in this side over here, where I had cleaned some before I had to go out and change the filter bag, because boy was it full, as you guys saw. As soon as I did portion of this room, it completely cut my vacuum down by probably about 20%, and then those previous 2 jobs obviously were contributors, but yeah, now it's back to going the way it's supposed to, full vacuum strength. So I'm gonna back some of these hoses out for them. And then we got a room right here, a room over here, and then one over there. So that first room there and this room are the ones that have some pet urine spots on it. Can't see them without the black light. And like I said, there's only a couple in each one, not excessive. They just have a puppy that has made some accidents. Apparently they've done it in here too, but nothing showed up under the black light. They pointed out where it might have happened, so we just treated the area of concern as the same as those other pet spots that actually showed, just so we make sure that we're not missing anything. But yeah, so this is cleaning up nice. It's a house out in the country. Back the hose back up a little bit for them. These are kind of smaller rooms. We'll be Scotch guarding and raking this out after we're done, and then going from there. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you've made it this far, please like and subscribe. Be sure to leave me a comment down below what your thoughts are. Probably do a little bit more videoing here, but we'll see how it goes. Alright guys, let's take a look at the wastewater or dirty water from this job. There you go. Oh my goodness. You know you're out in the country when it's that brown. Woo! That is some chocolate milk. Oh boy.